Vintage City Groups, and we're here tonight. We're going to take a look at Proverbs chapter 10 again, and tonight we are looking at verse 5. I want to, before we get there, just say thanks again for making the investment. I know summer is always a time where we have lots of things to do that could take precedent over something like this, and I love the discipline that I see at Vintage. I'm humbled to pastor this church and to watch a group of people that love Jesus and are committed to being more than just nominal believers. So congratulations to you for that, and thanks for the faces I've been seeing at prayer. Love it, and we just want to say let's keep going for it. Let's just continue to press into the presence of the Lord when we gather on Wednesday nights to pray. Continue to press into relationship with each other when we gather together in city groups, and continue to come together on Sundays and have a blast. So good job. It's been fun to do this with you guys. And tonight, I'm looking forward again to talking about a subject that's near and dear to my heart. We're talking about work. We're talking about ethics. And so I want to share with you tonight a passage of scripture that I think is super important. It's a wise youth works hard all summer. A youth who sleeps away the hour of opportunity brings shame. Proverbs chapter 10, verse 5. We're in our little greeting card series with Solomon. So what is Solomon talking about? Learning to take proper advantage of seasons of life. There's some words I want to flesh out for us before we make an application. And the word wise means to be prudent, to be a man of understanding, to have insight. It carries a direct idea of maturity. Works hard. The root word is to gather. It simply is the action of working. Summer, revelation time, it means summer. Sleeps away, to sleep through the time of harvest. And shame is to be embarrassing, to underperform, less than satisfactory. It means to be immature. Now, we're in the middle of summer. What an appropriate verse. Their culture was similar to our culture. We understand that the Hebrew culture, school was a part of their culture. Their young people were in school. So maybe their school system was similar to ours in its timelines. That I don't really know. What I do know is that there was a concept in their culture that a summertime, there was a break, there was rest. And so maybe you're like me and you've witnessed that feeling of, are my kids going to sleep the entire summer away? It's like 10 a.m. Are they awake yet? Solomon's addressing that issue, but I don't think Solomon's addressing just young people. I think Solomon's addressing this concept about learning to take proper advantage of seasons of life. So I'm going to pull this all together and make some applications for us. The focus on this verse is not just how we work, but it's when we work. The English renders this towards young people in a stronger sense than the Hebrew does. The content seems to be consistent with an idea of applying it to a young person, but not exclusive to a young person. But the principle is clear, no matter whom we apply it to. There's a time to develop a work ethic. There's a time to do work. Maturity means we know how to work when the work needs to be done. Immaturity means we choose the wrong thing at the wrong time. Therefore, in the economy of the kingdom, there is an expectation that we work when it is time, not when we want to. The immaturity that entitles us to work when we feel like it is dangerous, and it will result in us looking, being, and acting foolish. I would submit that we cannot lack this discipline and still be wise in other areas of life, for laziness is the bedrock for foolish living. Man, what a challenge to us to know how to be people that know how to work when it's time to work, that don't put things off. I know there's probably wives in the room right now that are like, oh, honey, are you hearing this? It's time to fix that stuff. Let's be a little more gracious about it than maybe that. And let's consider, as a culture, the call of God is to be diligent people, focused and determined to work in the right season. Because none of us want to be fools. Love you guys. Have a great night.